Hello, Potato, and welcome to Quarantine Log number 3. Today is Monday, March the 23rd, at least when I recorded it is. And this is just a little daily something to put some content out there, just give you something to watch. And today we're going to look at, if you remember back in my very, very first video, the one I think is just called Test Video, I mentioned that I liked gift cards and I collect them, and I do. And we're going to just look through some gift cards today. These are all there's probably about 3 years worth of cards, really. And listen, because I know very few people have watched that first video, because why would they? I mean, I had 0 subscribers then, but how many people have actually watched that? Let me look that up real quick. 17 people have watched that video compared to my second video, which was the first State Fair one, and that got 1,300 views. So that's weird. But yeah, 17 people watched that original gift card video, and now we're gonna do some more. Now, don't get me wrong, I have Lego stuff still. I have a number of little Lego kits sitting right over here that I can do. So, I mean, it's not that I've run out of those to do. It's just, we want to do something a little different today. Put these back off to my side, where they can be grabbed if I decide to do them tomorrow. And this is basically just what I could grab quickly off of the dressing room. Dust Bunny. Also found these, just figured I'd show these off. It's Lionel the Lemon, Sweet and Sour. These are from actually a children's book by a reasonably local author called Lionel the Little Lemon. I think it's just called The Little Lemon That Leapt. I can't find my copy of it right now. But yeah, I have these little pins, and I have a plush of him too, which I probably should put in here. Don't know where I'd put him though. But he's cute. It's a cute little story. So I really haven't gone through these. I just kind of grabbed them. For the most part, these should all be used. We'll just flip through them and talk about a little bit what's going on and what's on the cards. So these are pretty much all used. I mean, 2018, Year of the Dog. These can be hard to get, these Lunar New Year cards. Are we focusing right? Yeah, I guess that's in focus. I can't tell. These Lunar New Year ones can be hard to get sometimes. If you don't get them when you first see them, you may never see them again. And of course, if you do get them when you first see them, you will see them for 2 months. A lot of the cards are going to tend to be Christmas, just because that's when they put out whole racks of cards. So I tend to get a lot of those. We got these. So these were actually, I think, from like Sam's Club or something. We bought these because we have people come over on Christmas Eve, and sometimes those people we don't necessarily know are coming, and we don't want people to leave without a gift. So we, buy like travel mugs and put like little Starbucks cards like this tied onto them, just so, if somebody comes that we aren't expecting, they get something. Oh, I think this is last year's version. I think I probably got this one in the store, actually, because it doesn't have a little hole punched in it. I think I bought that one for myself. These little weird shaped ones are kind of unusual. So now this is actually a current one for this Easter. And I just picked up a couple weeks ago. And this one, I think this one's from this year too. It's meant to be the tie-on one, but it's one that I picked up for myself. And a lot of times with these bigger ones or these weird shaped ones, they have a minimum. You have to load at least $10 on them. So, for the most part, we've been staying inside. I do play Sims 4. The probably most expensive game I play with, if you actually buy all the DLC for it. We've been staying inside mostly. I think Saturday I didn't leave the house other than to go to the mailbox. I did go out yesterday. I picked this one up because that shiny annoying there, if you get it just right, it becomes invisible. And I'm sure I can't do it on camera. But the annoying becomes like really hard to see. So it looks like it just says, I love you. And then when you get to the right light, it says, I love annoying you. I just thought that was funny. There's one currently, it's kind of got like a stalkery sentiment. I don't remember exactly what it is. but I've not been able to pick up one of those because when I've had money to buy one, they haven't had them. Anyways, oh, has this one got money on it? Nope, that's used. A Christmas one from last year. Is that from last year? Yep, 2019. Got the receipt. I went out yesterday for a bit of a walk. 2017, yes, we got some old ones here. And I posted some pictures on my Instagram. What year is that from? 2016. That's Easter 2016. And that's not a Starbucks card. That's not a gift card at all. I don't think that exists anymore. Plenty. It was one of those points rewards things, but like through multiple things. The only one we actually used was Chili's. Don't generally shop at Rite Aid and Macy's and yeah. This place is nice. Have you ever gone here? Studios Movie Grill. It makes the movie thing a little more experience. I mean, the food quality is kind of Applebee's-ish, which is to say competent, but nothing spectacular. But it's kind of neat. I mean, generally you're done with your food before the movie actually starts, unless you get there really close to start time. But it's still kind of a cool experience. So I went out yesterday for a little bit of a walk and went to the bank and yeah, it wasn't. People are by no means all just hiding out inside. I saw the people walking dogs, walking together. That's every day, not a decaf day. That's every day. And it was definitely quiet, though. There were less people out there. Got some shiny stuff on this one for the leaves. I think that's from last year. Yeah, but not a lot of people out. I mean, I was able to get like shots of a couple roads that are super busy, like 24 hours a day normally. Completely empty. And those are on my Instagram, along with some store closure signs. Just, to throw some stuff out there. I mean, a lot of places are still open. I did pop into the grocery store. Just see what they have in the way of paper products. We're not super low, but we do need some paper towels. And I did find some. They actually went into the local Save Mart. Shiny. Is my hand blocking these? I should use my left hand. Shinier at the top. They have like basically limits on everything they're selling. Things like paper products were like 1 per person, and everything else was 2 per. So I mean that's definitely making sure everybody gets something. But yeah, they had meat. They didn't have eggs. They didn't have toilet paper. But happy Halloween. But they were open, and they had stuff. I mean, there's by no means. It's looking certainly far less 1980s Soviet Union than it did a couple weeks ago. And I think that'll get better as people adjust, people feel comfortable with how much they have hoarded or stockpiled, if you want to be nicer about it. I mean, I know we're feeling pretty comfortable. We have enough food for, 3 or 4 weeks. If you do follow me on Instagram at Void of Intelligence, you see I've been posting some of our meals. We did the Kahlua-style pork last night. And that was nice. Garnished it with a little bit of that snacking seaweed. What year is this one from? That's last year's Easter. The Braille card's always neat. Probably can't see this on the camera, but this card has Braille on it. I have 3 or 4 different Braille ones. We got a Pete's one, probably with my wife's. I mean, Pete's is actually better. Pete's is, without a doubt, better coffee than Starbucks. But they're not as convenient, and the way their gift card system works is horrible. I've been using the same Starbucks card for like 8 years. It's a solid black one. I know I have a spare of it, but it's probably not in here because it's too old. It's probably I have a binder somewhere that has a bunch of these cards in it in like baseball card sleeves. And these have just never gotten added to the binder. Haven't put anything in the binder for years. But Pete's is better, but you can't like reload their cards. You have to use their app. It's just not as convenient, and there's just not as many of them. I mean, we do have a couple around here. They actually opened one in the mall year before last, 2018, I think. like a kiosk one. But yeah, their coffee is better, but just the way their rewards thing works isn't as convenient as Starbucks. They really should just copy Starbucks like straight off. That has undoubtedly got them in my wife's gift card. These are one of the cardboard ones. These are, they do like one or two of these a year. A special edition card made from 100% recycled paper. And honestly, they're kind of moving more that way with the newer cards anyways, the ones that have these little scan codes on them. You gotta be kind of careful with the recycled ones because they can get damaged easily. This one has a neat finish on it. Obviously, you definitely can't tell that on the camera. It's kind of a rough finish. And can you hear the difference? See? I don't know if the camera picks up that noise. That might be too far away from it. Here, let's. I'm not sure where the microphone on this actually is. Here's the normal card. Here is that white one. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, Toys R Us. Again, not a gift card. Obviously, you can tell this got some use. That got some wear and tear. I miss you, Toys R Us. Oh, these are our State Fair passes from 2017, the 50th anniversary, I guess. Is that a 5? I guess it's a 5. I guess that was 50th anniversary of the California State Fair. We usually buy season passes to there because, well, I mean, we work not that far from it, and so on Friday evening, it's easy to just kind of roll in there, get dinner, just pay for parking and food. That's why I had like 3 videos from there last year. I had one from opening day, and then one from each of the following Fridays where I went after work. Toys R Us store credit. I'm sure hopefully I used it before they went out of business. Not using it now. Some more Christmas stuff. So, largely, aside from doing these videos, I have been playing video games. I might do some work out in the backyard at some point, because went out there yesterday because our neighbor's tortoise had gotten loose and dug a hole under the fence and made it all the way to the opposite end of our backyard. And yeah, it's quite overgrown back there. We usually knock that down like in February, and we didn't this year. But, since we're home, I suppose we should do that at some point during our kind of forced confinement. I don't think we're going to... I might go for some walks. It's got kind of a shininess to it, doesn't it? Does that pick up? I don't know if that picks up. Am I still in focus? I suppose I should focus where the cards are on it. I guess that's in focus. I probably should get a new camera. Oh, no, that's not exactly the one that I use. It's like a newer version of it, because the one I have doesn't have this like semi-transparent portion, but it looks kind of like that. That's the one. That's the style of the one that I use, except for it's like solid black all the way through. Yeah, I've been using it for years, and some of these newer ones, these kind of the ones with the QR code, they don't feel as strong as these older plastics magnetic strip ones. And I wonder if that means they're going to like break down over time. But yeah, I might go for walks still, because I think I should still get out and walk. This is a good place. If you have a Cattleman's near you, you should check them out. They're probably... I'm not a steak person, but that's probably like my favorite steakhouse. I was sorting these out originally. What was I... Oh, that's right. I was putting all the Starbucks ones in one pile and all the non-Starbucks ones in the other one. Oh, here's another. Oh, I have 2 of these. It's duplicates. Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster? I don't miss them as much as Toys R Us. Crate and Barrel. I think we got these as a part of a Christmas gift. Good to have options. Good to have options. Oh, another Braille card. Hanukkah 2017. Guessing that was New Year's 2018. But yeah, we're mostly staying home, watching Murder, She Wrote, watching YouTube. Oh, I got a duplicate of this one too. I wonder if I forgot. I try to use the app to see which cards I have, and it doesn't always display properly. And the more cards you have on it, the worse it displays. Oh, that's not a gift card at all. That's actually my Possum Lodge membership card. I got that when I was putting together my red-green cosplay for SAC Anime, because I ordered from them the official suspenders, the official red-green suspenders, which of course you can't see because they're under my vest. But I also got the patch from them with the Possum Lodge logo, which is why my vest is handmade. They make the vests for sale now, but mine is made personally because they didn't at the time. But yeah, so the crest onto it, I got a pin, and yeah, got my membership card. Some Amazon cards, get these as gifts sometimes. Oh, that's the card from the very first video, the You Did It card. You did it, punch in the face. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say today. This one's cute because it's got a bite out of it from Red Robin. Oh, another store credit from Target this time. We got in here. I don't know why is that still in an envelope. Looks like that is a Hanukkah card. I believe that is a menorah in the window. Put you over there with that one. Yeah, just kind of throwing some stuff up here. Year of the Pig. And it's even the little Lunar New Year envelope. We'll put it back in there to keep it safe. They don't always give these out. I don't think I got one for 2017. I don't think I got one on this year's either. I do have this year's. It's probably in this stack somewhere. Oh, another one of those recycled cards. This card is made from 100% recycled paper. Halloween, fall, peace, love, and coffee. Apple. So yeah, I'm not... Oh, another recycled. I know, we can talk about some podcasts. Obviously, I'm almost done here. I'm almost out of... I want to keep this well under the half an hour mark I've been hitting. Let's talk about some podcasts. Oh, here's a Lowe's card. Alright, obviously I'm going too long because the camera shut off on me. I don't know where exactly it cut off. Oh well, we'll just skip those ones. But Escape Pod is probably... They didn't do a whole series of these. I expected there to be 12. You have 3 French hens and then none of the rest of the 12 days of Christmas were done. At least not that I saw. Escape Pod is by the Escape Artists group. That's actually from a somewhat local restaurant. Another Pete's card. Yeah, here's this year's Year of the Rat. No envelope for that one. But Escape Pod is a nice sci-fi podcast. I'll probably go into more of this stuff tomorrow. I'm almost out of cards here. But they have like hundreds and hundreds of episodes because they've been going for years and years. Beard Papa. So the only reason I knew this place existed originally was that Beard Papa appears in Wreck-It Ralph in the like the candy level, and they opened one of them shortly after here, and it was only open for a year or two, and then it went out again. Good stuff though. A little pricey for just cream puffs, but good stuff. But yeah, you know what? I'm out of time here. We're just gonna finish these last few. Oop, here's another recycled. Oh, it's a duplicate. It's another duplicate. I have 2 of this one. That's the problem in collecting gift cards. You get duplicates. This is probably actually unused as well because we don't have AMC theaters around us. I'm sure we got that as a gift. But weirdly, like Sam's Club and stuff, they'll sell the AMC gift cards despite the fact that we don't have any. The nearest AMC theater is in San Francisco, which is, a couple hours away. Which, when you factor in tolls and parking, it probably balances out whatever that gift card is worth. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit more of a laid-back and completely unstructured video today, because obviously I can't really talk about gift cards and talk about other things at the same time. Another Christmas one. Ooh, lenticular. That pick up? yeah, just I guess a little boring today. We'll try. Maybe I'll go back to Lego tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, I think that'll do us for today. Yeah, just a little thing. This is probably not the most interesting of the quarantine logs. Hopefully this will be the low point and we'll just go back to being better. So yeah, until tomorrow, make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly, cough into your elbow, practice good social distancing, and remember always to stay healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.